government needs to get organized. It's good the Prime Minister has finally walked in. We are in the budget process currently. There are things that are priority to you as government. Bring them now during the budget process. I don't know why you want to bring them through supplementaries, which is unforeseen, unexpected, an emergency situation of sorts. Supplementaries should contain things like Chitezi has happened, Bududa landslides, because that is unforeseen. It is an emergency situation that has happened. We would understand. But these issues, classified, State House, why don't you plan for it? So clearly supplementary budgets continuously get to be abused. Lubowa Hospital. Honorable Speaker, again government keeps taking Parliament for a ride. You do not want Parliament to establish what is happening at that site, but you keep coming back to Parliament to appropriate money to go to that site. Why? Why do you want to keep using Parliament? Because each time we try as Parliament, I went there with colleagues who were denied access, committee went there, it was denied access. I remember, Honorable Speaker, you were still government chief whip, I believe. You were one of those denied access. The Minister for Health was denied access to that place. What is there? What are you doing there exactly? That you want to hide away from us, but you want us to keep appropriating money. Honorable Speaker, I remember the Speaker of Parliament did say that she was going to request. Allow me to. Honorable Speaker, the Speaker of Parliament, when I raised these issues after going with colleagues, said that she was going to request you to go to Lubowa Hospital and then come back to Parliament and fill us in on what's happening. Maybe, Honorable Speaker, you might know, because we are constrained to keep passing money for a project we do not understand, we don't know about, government does not want us to supervise. It is not right. Finally, Honorable Speaker, I think that as government prioritizes these classifieds and so on and so forth, maybe it would make sense if this supplementary was about domestic areas. Honorable Speaker, we have so many Ugandans that have accorded services and products to government, and government has refused to pay. That money is over 10 trillion shillings. People's businesses are closing. They have acquired loans so that they can do business with government. But government doesn't want to pay. I don't know why you keep consuming these services and products and you don't want to pay. Maybe bring us supplementaries about that, because we should be more interested in our Ugandan business persons whose businesses are crumbling, their houses are being sold, people are dying because of pressure, and government doesn't want to pay. Why?
Thank you. Thank you, Rob. Maybe for the record, I went to Lubowa Hospital. Yes, I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you this, but I went to Lubowa Hospital. And honorable colleagues, I can tell you the work, in fact, I've gone there twice. The work is very impressive now. I've used the word now. No, and I think the committee, I saw the Committee on Presidential Affairs visited. So what I'm going to do, I will request Prime Minister to arrange also rope goes, because let me finish reporting what I saw. And when I went, I even had to interact with our young people who are working there. 700 are working, and they are working 24/7, even on Sunday, because one day visited on a Sunday, another day visited on a Wednesday. And the contractor, whom they gave the contract, Technovia, told me that by the end of this April, they will have finished all structure works. That's, I'm reporting, and it's very important for me what I saw. So, yes, and Right Honorable, I will request you arrange for Lop to visit with his team. Let the Prime Minister first finish, then Honorable.
Right Honorable Speaker and Honorable Members, Happy New Year. But Honorable Speaker, you have been spot on. We can arrange for the leader of opposition and other colleagues to visit. Colleagues, the work that is there now is at 61.8% complete. Physical. And I am reliably informed that all the equipment that is supposed to be used in that hospital is already manufactured and procured. Yes, the staff who are supposed to work in that hospital are still undergoing training in Italy. Right Honorable Speaker, I can confidently say as of now, we are at 61.8% complete. Colleagues, the contractor, like he has said, I have been there once. The contractor, the Technovia, is an international contractor. And they are working day and night. I request that we should give the money so that we complete this in April. I'm being sincere to you. You are going to go there yourselves. I have never, me, Nabbanja, I am a strong Catholic. And you know that I call a spade a spade. I always, you know that for me, when it comes to truth, and only the truth, I'll tell you the truth. So, I am being sincere to you. Let us support the contractor so that by April we have our hospital.
Yeah. Thank you. Right Honourable Prime Minister, I'll be linking with you. Okay, this is administrative, okay? Lope, I'm going to link up with the Prime Minister. We arrange, okay? Oh yeah, we arrange, you go, you visit the facility. Yes, yes, what the procedure matter?
Mr. Speaker, the procedural issue I have, I even raised it when the Speaker said the Deputy Speaker will go to Lubowa. I asked her, the Speaker, who is protected by the rules, cannot debate, how will a Deputy Speaker present a report? I asked it. We signed a contract, and the Minister of Health was supposed to represent Uganda. The Honorable Ruth Acheng, a medical person, and her team went there, they were chased. The contract was now put under the Prime Minister and the Honorable Robina Nabbanja, who I respect, but she's not a medical person. The Auditor General has told you the engineer has been stopped access. I am saying the Auditor General. And we are paying on the basis of information provided by the engineer of Peneti. Right, Honorable Speaker? Who do we believe? Can we be told why health? Because I was in this parliament when we are adopting this resolution and said health will represent us. It was chased. Now the Prime Minister said I am a Catholic. Me, I went there. Did we ask you to go and represent us?
Now, Right Honorable, as you come. Now, honorable colleagues, let's admit, okay, what I can admit, and really, it is an open secret that there were problems. Okay, we admit by the time they even shifted to the Prime Minister, I think they wanted someone more authoritative. We must admit there were problems, but in the last 6 months. The progress that has been made in the last 6 months, it's what, Right Honourable Prime Minister, you need to showcase to members. Because if members really, because there is nothing, now even if you are at Zana, around Zana, even you got Zana, you just see the whole building, okay? So, Right Honourable Prime Minister, showcase the good work you've managed to do since you took over.
Right Honourable Speaker and Honourable members, I feel Honorable Ssemujju should be educated that I am the lead of government business in Parliament. Under Article 108, I'm not an intruder in this house. And so, I represent you, even you, Ssemujju. Yes, I'm not quarreling, but I thought I should educate my brother. You know we are close. So, Right Honourable Speaker and Honourable members, It is an open secret. I am going to go with my brother. We go together. Should we go there tomorrow? Now it's not possible. It's only that
you can
tomorrow,
do next week, right, Tony?
let's do it next week.
Yeah.
Tuesday next week at 10, we are there. Me
Very
and
good.
you.
Very good. Good progress, okay? Thank you. Honorable Minister for Finance. Tuesday next week, we shall have a grand joint tour. I think you need to go together from here. Yeah, so that you make a convoy from here. So, no, don't meet as if you had no program. You go straight.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, let me take this opportunity to appreciate the Committee on Budget for considering our motion and recommending that the House passes it. I also want to thank Honorable Ssemujju for taking time to critically analyze our proposals line by line. Mr. Speaker, I want to respond on two main areas. Area one is on the compliance requirements of the law. Mr. Speaker, the law is very clear, as has been explicitly stated, that for an item to qualify for supplementary expenditure, it must be unavoidable, it must be unforeseeable, mainly these two. Mr. Speaker, we have run through these budgets together for quite some time. If I reduced every item in this budget to these two tests, if you don't pass on one, you'll go on two and pass. If you don't pass on unforeseen and you subject it to unavoidable, you will pass. Sorry? When Honorable Namuga was speaking, I was attentively listening. Unavoidable items are those which occur in the financial year that cannot wait for another financial year. And unforeseen items are those at the time of budgeting which did not come to your attention but have arisen in the course of budget execution. Mr. Speaker, I now come to some members are even concerned and want to put me to an extent of telling them what classified is. Mr. Speaker, classified is classified. In our lines, they appear, it's a one-line item spending. Mr. Speaker, lastly, under Section 24 of the Act, they are provided for. Mr. Speaker, my last point is, State House, for the purposes of budgeting and planning, is not a residence. State House is an entity of government with functions and mandate which is clearly stipulated. There are a number of activities and functions which are implemented under State House and whose budget is passed by yes clarification.
Mr. Speaker, and I want to thank the Honorable Misuse. State House is created by the Law on Presidential Emoluments and Benefits Act. Can you tell us in that law what mandate does State House have for you to give it money in the law?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, my motion here and my mandate is not guided by any other law apart from the Public Finance Management Act. And whatever I am doing and whatever response I have given complies with the law which governs me in doing this work. State House is a vote. Mr. Speaker, I submit.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you, Honourable Minister.
I think it is fair that I comment on domestic arrears. Mr. Speaker, it is true domestic arrears have been growing over the years on two accounts. Account one is failure for the accounting officers to control them, entering into contracts when there is no budget. Account two is our inability to raise all the required funds to finance the arrears. What have we done? First of all, the 10 trillion is stock. That stock is not verified. The verified arrears are about 2.8 to 3 trillion. Every year we crystallize by 200 billion in the budget, and the current arrears, the significant arrears under the road works, we are talking with Ministry of Works, and very soon we are coming up with a solution of settling the most critical areas under works. It is about, the figure is about 500 billion. Mr. Speaker, I submit.
Thank you. Thank you, Honourable Minister. Thank you, Honourable Members. Thank you, Chair and Shadow Finance Minister. Members, I put the question that the motion, Honourable Members, I put a question that the motion that the House resolves itself into a committee of supply to consider the supplementary schedule number 1 for the financial year 2024-2025 pursuant to Article 156, Clause 2 of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda, Section 25 of the Public Finance Management Act 2015, Rule 153 of the Rules of Procedure be adopted. Those in favor say aye to the content aye. The ayes have it.
Even if you look at it, they were seeable. Not so. They were seeable. Now I'm asking, those who sit in the supplementary budget, who is in their mind? Who is in their mind? Whom do they think for? For the people of Uganda? Secondly, Mr. Speaker, I have a hospital in my district built in 1969. It has enjoyed systematic decay. Since then, has been successfully decaying. The ceiling board are made of thorns. Year in, year out, I hear supplementary budget for Pineti. I hear supplementary budget, we are giving that one. The hospital where I come from, the mothers are operated under thorns.
Sorry, Honourable Namuga.
Okay.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. I just want to remind colleagues that I'm a former minister, Shadow, for Science, Innovation and Technology in the Alternative Government, and currently the Deputy Chair, Park Central. Right, Honourable Speaker, this is an opportunity for Parliament to deeply think about how we hand a budget, especially in the line of implementation or execution. This has been a query in the reports of the Auditor General for the last 5 years. I stand to support the minority report that we don't pass this supplementary, right, Honourable Speaker. Reason one, Right, Honorable Speaker, when you look at execution of the budget for this current financial year, that is at 72 trillion, we have made a projection of 57 trillion under the budget framework paper for next financial year, meaning that the budget is now reducing from 72 to 57. We are looking, the Auditor General clearly indicated the performance of the financial 23-24. The physical performance or actual performance was at 48 trillion, meaning we still operate on a realistic budget. We still have deficits under budgeting. Right, Honorable Speaker, I call upon colleagues. This is the time we have. The time is now to look into the budget and bring to shape the Honorable Misuse and team, because their confusion is now making us to be called clowns by Muhoza and team, because that is what we are. We cannot pass such a supplementary where we have been given opportunity, right, Honorable Speaker. This House has the mandate to appropriate. Now, right, Honorable Speaker, go back to the issue of domestic arrears. Right, Honorable Speaker, the issue of domestic arrears, they have allocated some money to National Water and some money to the Internal Security Organization. That is close to 14 billion, and the other amount is close to... Right, Honorable Speaker,
No,
when you look at the stock...
You don't allocate yourself time, please.
Sorry, Right, Honorable Speaker, I request for a minute.
No, you
Kindly.
don't request when you're in a microphone.
Honorable Speaker.
Now, I don't want us to be clowns, because you have said we are clowns. So.
Right, Honorable Speaker, when you look at the stock of domestic arrears, that has accumulated from 10.3 trillion to 13.8, right, Honorable Speaker. We need an explanation from the Ministry of Finance. How do you intend to reduce the stock of domestic arrears? Because the private sector is very frustrated. You are here paying money to Lubowa Hospital where we were denied access. You are talking about a financial performance of 35%. You don't talk about the physical. How much has been executed physically versus the financial performance? Honorable colleagues, I want to move you. Don't pass this supplementary. This will be an indicator to the people out there that this is a parliament that is as serious and not clowns, as said by the Honorable Muhoz, the Chief of Defense Forces. Thank you, Right, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Mero.
Right, Honorable Speaker, thank you very much. I was actually reacting to my colleague. I'm not clumsy. We are not clumsy in any way. This is not parliamentary. So for me, I was reacting to her, and you saw my reaction before I could stand up to say anything.
Thank you.
I beg that she
I think the record has to be put clear.
Yeah, it must be expunged.
If one considers themselves clowns, they cannot declare the whole house clown. So, but you can accept for you a clown, if you want.
Right, Honorable Speaker, I did not say that we are clowns. I said if we pass the supplementary. That is what I said. So if we don't pass it, we shall not qualify.
Yeah. No, I think what the member is saying is that if we pass the supplementary, she will be a clown, because she cannot speak for herself. Okay? This is a matter of how you assess yourself and you determine. So, DP.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, at times I get surprised. Last year, we were told that government has stopped all MDAs from putting money in the budget for construction of their offices, because government is planning and is already in process to put up a one-stop center in Webaja. Now, hearing in the supplementary that monies has been put under the Ministry of Justice to construct a building in Naguru to house some MDAs. Probably we need to clarify this if government has backtracked on that mega plan of Webaja so that it is open for MDAs to start budgeting. Secondly, we hear that arts teachers are going on strike. If monies can be put in such, why we would have loved to hear that, because there is a looming strike of arts teachers, money has been put aside to sort some of these problems. I thank you, Honorable.
Thank you, Honorable Santa.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, while there may be very valid reasons to support the supplementary budget in certain situations, the frequent use can be abused, Mr. Speaker. As we can see from this report presented by the chair today, Mr. Speaker, and the minority report by member, Honorable Ssemujju, I want to believe that as a parliament, we should not support this supplementary budget, Mr. Speaker, because one of the reasons is that it's non-compliance with the law. When you look at the criteria and the justification for the supplementary budget, they don't meet the call for this supplementary expenditure. Look at issues like Lubowa. Look at the contribution to the Commonwealth and so many others. Mr. Speaker, we are an institution responsible for passing laws. We have passed laws here. The laws which clearly states the criteria for supplementary budget. And if this is not meeting the law that we pass, then what are we doing as the institution responsible for passing law? So for me, Right Honorable Speaker, I want to urge the House, I want to propose to this Parliament that for once, let's put the minister and the committee, which is supposed to do work for us, to dissect every issue, to look at Ugandans and the needs for Ugandans, and then we pass this supplementary budget, Mr. Speaker. I want to thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Ward.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I want to support the minority report. I equally say, in supplementary budget, how do we include development expenditure? I thought this development expenditure should be foreseen. These are foreseen. Why should we put them there? I need this standard gauge railway. I actually needed it yesterday for our people, but we cannot include it in a supplementary budget. Look at this classified expenditure. Are we really working for the people down there, or we want to work for a small population of Uganda? While the big population of Uganda looks on to us. Really, the ministers should spare us a little. When we go to health facilities, public health facilities, this even makes me to think back when an honorable member of this parliament, Honorable Bernadette Bigirwa, died. She was a movementist. She died in Mbarara Hospital because of no power. Probably if there was power, she could have been operated in good time to save her life in 7th Parliament. At least I was not in Parliament, but I got to know that very well. When it comes to social services, we are all affected equally, especially in health. Go from Mulago to health center to public.
Lop.